came inside to report on our conversation with Mom, our two cats padding behind. I stroked my striped gray boy, Evan Root, from ears to tail, his fur warm from basking in the sun, his purr box caught and sputtered to life. "She's hoping we can swing by in half an hour to look at her condo and have a little lunch," Miss Gloria said. "Sam is flying in later tonight, so this may be her best shot at girls-only time for a while. And then she starts her job with small chef at large on Monday. Jennifer's already assigned her to head up a couple of the Christmas parties they're catering." Exhibit 2. My mother's new job with small chef. You had to give her credit for sheer brass guts. How long had it taken me to land my position as food critic at Key Zest? A couple of months at least. And lots of groveling and dozens of sample restaurant reviews. Key West is chock-a-block with talented, overqualified folks who swarm every decent job opening like roaches to crumbs. And yet, my mother had landed a position with the premier caterer in town after meeting her once, at my best friend Connie's wedding reception last spring. She'd been here only a week, but I suspected she was already best friends with half the natives on the island. She'd probably be designated an honorary conch at the next city commission meeting. "Give me 15 minutes to finish this up, and we'll go," I told Miss Gloria. Today, I was interviewing Edel Waugh, chef-owner of the new Key West restaurant Bistro on the Bite. I skimmed the review her New York restaurant, Arnica, had scored in the New York Times last spring. Overall, the review glowed with praise. But Paul Woolston, the critic, had ended with this punch to the gut. With bad blood between the ex-husband and wife co-owners of Arnica, one wonders when, not if, their personal poison will seep into their food. I tweaked the list of questions to ask Adele when we met later, then changed out of my sweats and into a pair of slim-fitting black jeans and a red swing shirt that drew the eye away from the waistline and matched my sneakers. Christmas, just 2 weeks away, was the one time of year that I broke my own rule about not wearing red because it clashed with my auburn hair. Miss Gloria was waiting for me on the deck, dressed in the first of a deep rotation of Christmas sweatshirts, this one spangled with sequins and glitter-dusted reindeer. "You look so cute," we said at the same time. We locked the cats up in the houseboat. Things get a little dicier on the island during the high season, with an uptick in partying visitors and in the homeless population, and headed down the dock to the parking lot, where I keep my scooter. Miss Gloria began to sing "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus" as she fastened her pink helmet and swung her leg over the bike. As we puttered down Southard Street to the end of the island, Miss G pointed out which conch houses had been newly decorated for the season. The specialty here, of course, being white lights wound around the trunks of the palm trees. Who could be grumpy on a day like this? 10 minutes later, we rolled past the wrought iron gates and the guardhouse that marked the entrance to the Truman Annex complex, and took a ride on Denoa Lane, the last developed street before the Navy's harbor, a.k.a. the Mole. My mother could not have afforded a seasonal rental in this neighborhood, except that her boyfriend, Sam, had gotten excited about a winter getaway and bankrolled a nice house just blocks from my ex, Chad Lutz's condo. When the gates closed at 6 p.m., there was only one way out of the neighborhood. It would be hard to avoid him. If I wasn't already inured to running into Lutz the Putz, I would be by Easter, when Mom headed north. Mom came bursting out of the front door onto her new home's wide wooden porch and hugged us both. "My two favorite ladies," she yelped. "I've made chicken salad and cupcakes. Come on, I'll give you the grand tour and we can eat out by the pool." "I can't stay long," I told her. "I have an interview set up with the chef at Bistro on the Bite." "The restaurant opening on the harbor?" Mom said. "I read about it in the Citizen. I can't believe my favorite chef in the world will be right here in Key West. I'm dying to eat her food again. Any chance?" "Sorry, Mom." I cut her off and grinned. "I'm happy to share a lot of things with you, but not my job." I'm the food critic for the Key West style magazine Key Zest.